Next is Ananya.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Ananya Upasna. I'm a PhD student here at the Theoretical Computer Science Department in IMSC. Yeah, so this work is based on a paper that is set to appear at a conference called SODA this year, and this is joint work with Pallavi, Loqueen, Fahad, Souvik, Abhishek, and Saket. So most optimization problems that we deal with in our research area are computationally hard. And by computationally hard research problems, I mean that it is very unlikely that there is an algorithm that solves all instances optimally in polynomial time. But the good news is that there are multiple ways to deal with the hardness of such problems, and that is by relaxing some subset of the conditions that I've mentioned here. So I'll talk about the set cover problem first. So in the set cover problem, we are given a universe U on n elements and a family of sets which is defined on this universe as well as an integer k. Notice that as an optimization problem, the input k is not given in the set cover instance. So the task is to find the minimum number of sets such that these sets cover the entire universe. But here I have posed it as a decision problem where I want to select at most k sets such that the entire universe is covered by these k sets. So this is a figure that is talking about a set cover instance where each circle represents an element in the universe and these rectangles represent each of the m sets. And this is a yes instance of set cover. So the selected sets are the blue rectangles, and as you can notice, it covers the entire universe. And this is a no instance of set cover because the selected sets leave out the three elements in the bottom left half. So I'll talk about the maximum coverage problem next, which is the problem that we deal with in our paper. This is a partial version of the set cover problem. The input is the same as before, but now we want to select case sets such that these case sets cover the number of elements that these case sets cover is as large as possible. And this is a yes instance of this is a yes instance of maximum coverage for k equals 1 because the selected set covers the maximum number of elements among the elements present. And this is a no instance of maximum coverage for k equals 2 because instead of selecting the two blue rectangles, we could have selected the horizontal rectangles that is stacked on top of each other because they cover the entire universe compared to the two blue sets. So now we want to deal with solving this maximum coverage problem, and what we do is we try to relax the condition of optimality, and this leads us to what is called the paradigm of approximation algorithms. So this is an approximation algorithm for maximum coverage based on the greedy approach, where what we try to do is we try to select a set that maximizes the number of uncovered elements at any point in each iteration. And we repeat this for k iterations. And this algorithm gives us an approximation ratio of 1 minus 1 by e. So what I mean by this approximation ratio is that the value of the solution that is returned by this algorithm is some fraction of the value of the optimal solution. And that fraction is 1 minus 1 by e. So this is not an optimal solution that is returned by the algorithm. So for k equals to 2, the algorithm first selects the blue rectangle here because it covers the maximum number of elements, and then in the second iteration, it selects the second blue rectangle because among the leftover elements, it covers the maximum number of elements. Okay, so the natural question next is to try to come up with an algorithm that runs in polynomial time but improves upon the approximation factor of 1 minus 1 by e. But unfortunately, Feige showed that it is very unlikely that there is a polytime approximation algorithm that comes up with, that improves upon this approximation ratio of 1 minus 1 by e. So the next step is to try to relax the condition of polynomial time. And this leads us to the field of parameterized algorithms. So maximum coverage as a parameterized problem is as follows. The input is the same as before, but now we have introduced a parameter k, which is the solution size in this case. and the output is the same. We want to select at most k sets such that the union of elements that is covered by these sets is maximized. But now the runtime goal is different. Instead of aiming for a polynomial time algorithm, we now try to come up with an algorithm that is, even though it is polynomial in the input size, where n is the number of elements and m is the number of sets, there is a factor f of k which is some computable function of the parameter k. Now this function f can be a very horrible function. Let's say it may be exponential in k or doubly exponential in k. Unfortunately, maximum coverage is a W2 hard problem, which basically means that it is not an FPT, so our hopes are slashed. The next thing that you might want to consider is, what if we try to combine both approaches, approximation as well as parameterization? So what we tried to do is, we thought of relaxing both the conditions simultaneously. And the two questions that we address are as follows. So we want to approximate the number of covered objects. That is, we want to select k sets such that these k sets cover not just these sets should not just cover at least t elements, but some fraction of t elements. So we are trying to relax the condition that these sets cover at least t elements. So here alpha is something less than 1, and we want to select k sets that cover at least alpha t elements, and the runtime goal now changes to some function of f in alpha as well as k. The second question that we consider is as follows. So we want to keep the number of elements that we cover to be at least t, but instead the number of sets that we select to cover these elements may be relaxed. That is, instead of selecting k sets, now we can select a little more than k sets. And now the runtime goal is some function f of beta and k. Okay, but so this is something called parameterized approximation, where we try to combine both parameterization as well as approximation. But unfortunately, again, Manurangsi showed that even if there is a promise that there are case sets that cover the entire universe, it is very unlikely that in FPT time we can come up with an approximation algorithm that actually improves upon this factor of 1 minus 1 by e. So gap ETH is basically some complexity theoretic assumption. So like P equals NP is a complexity theoretic assumption. So since this has not been answered in the affirmative, what we try to do is we try to relax all three conditions. So this leads us to dealing with set families that have some additional structures. And by additional structures, we mean the incidence graph of the input instance should belong to some special graph class. And I'll describe what an incidence graph is. So before that, I'll introduce some definitions. So KDD is a complete bipartite graph with bipartitions of size d each. So in this figure, you can see a K44 specifically. So this is basically a graph where the vertex set has been partitioned into two sets, and between any pair of vertices in the same set there is no edge, and across every pair of vertices between the two partitions there is an edge. And KDD-free graphs are an important class of graphs that basically exclude this graph as a subgraph. So it does not have a KDD as a subgraph in it. And this is very important because these classes of graphs include many other well-studied graphs, as can be seen in this figure. So if there is an arrow from a class A to a class B, then class A is a subclass of class B. So bicyclic-free graphs are KDD-free graphs. They include all of these important graph classes like bounded tree width graphs, planar graphs, bounded degeneracy graphs. So we try to recast the problem of maximum coverage into the maximum red-blue dominating set problem. So in this case, we have a partition. Basically, we are given a bipartite graph which is two parts, red and blue, and each vertex in the red set represents our set in F, and each vertex in the blue set represents an element in the universe, and we want to select a subset of vertices from the red set such that it covers, like it sees as many neighbors in the blue part as many as possible. So this is the maximum red-blue dominating set problem. So here we are given a bipartite graph G with partitions A and B, and we are also given an integer k, and the parameter is k. And we want to select k sets such that the number of neighbors that is covered by these k sets is as large as possible. And we give a parameterized approximation scheme for the maximum red-blue dominating set problem, where so by a parameterized approximation scheme, I mean that for every epsilon, there is a parameterized algorithm. That is, there is an algorithm that runs in FPT time, which is dk by epsilon to the power dk, to be specific in this case. And it takes as input a bipartite graph, which is a KDD free graph. And it returns a set S such that the set S is of size k, and it sees at least 1 minus epsilon fraction of the value of the optimal solution. The second problem that we had addressed, where we tried to relax the condition of the number of sets that we wanted to select. So that can be recasted as the maximum red-blue dominating set problem with covering constraint. And in this problem, the input is again a bipartite graph G, and we have an integer t, and we want to select a set S of size at most k plus 1 such that this set covers at least t elements in B. So we give a parameterized approximation scheme for this problem as well. So for every epsilon greater than 0, there is an algorithm that runs in FPT time, which is dk to the power big O dk in this case. And it takes as input a bipartite graph, which is KDD free, and an integer t, and it returns to us a set S of size at most k plus 1 such that this set S sees at least t elements. So I would also like to mention that this is the best possible approximation that we can get for this problem, this particular problem. So I would like to conclude by saying that we presented FPT approximation schemes for the two variants of the maximum coverage problem, and I would also like to mention that we give an FPT approximation scheme for bike leak free SAT formulas. That is for SAT formulas, that is like for CNF formulas we come up with an assignment where the assignment has weight k, that is we can set at most k variables to 1, and this particular assignment satisfies as many clauses as possible. Although this is particular problem is a generalization of the maximum coverage problem, and even though this algorithm can be extended to the maximum coverage problem, the theorem that I stated has a better running time. So thank you.